How y'all doing today? We back to another day 3 of the, you know what I'm saying, of this wonderful channel. So we're gonna start on December 24th, Christmas Eve. Happy Christmas, anyways. So we're gonna start today with a new chapter. What chapter? So the chapter today will be. Let me make sure this is high enough. You know what I'm saying? Let me turn this down. All right. As it says, meaningless like a fine wine. You know what wine and liqueur tastes like? It makes no difference whether 100 or 1,000 bottles pass through the bladder. You are nothing more than a filter. Mortal Letters 77.16. Here we have another completas expression, this time for Seneca, who, given his reputation for opulence, probably enjoyed a night drink from time to time. His point, he was probably rallying anyone for whom success in adulthood has turned into a fine wine snob. Through the logic could be applied just as easily to foodies, techies, or autopilots and the like. As fun and exciting pleasure as these pleasures are, it's worth putting them in their place. You don't get a prize at the end of your life for having consumed more, worked more, spent more, collected more, or learned more about the various vintages than everyone else. You're just a conto, a vessel that temporarily held or interacted with these fancy items. You find yourself lusting over them. This meditation might help reduce your luster just a smudge. So what he's saying is, no matter how fun your pleasures could be, make sure it's not becoming a lust. Make sure like you're having a balance of pleasure, balance of serious and fun. Make sure your fun is not more over your serious, because it's gonna get to the point where it's gonna be like, okay, like this ain't really getting fun. Like the more don't mean it's the better. Like the more you're getting, the more you're working, the more you're spending, the more you're chasing, the more you're collecting, learning more, the more you're consuming. Then at the day of that, it's like you don't stop expecting a reward from things, you know? And that's what happens sometimes when we're doing things. Oh, I expect a reward, I expect this and that. Sometimes you're not gonna get a reward. Sometimes you're gonna get consequences. Sometimes you're not gonna get that. You're gonna get a lesson. So sometimes don't be thinking, oh, I'm gonna get something at the end. Oh, I deserve, a Christmas gift. Even if you had a bad year, or even you were bad to your family, the case may be. So it's more of reducing this lust. Because I feel like as lust in this generation, I deal with it too. Lust could really be bad. You got to know how to control it, but you got to know, okay, what am I trying to do, right? That's why if you're on dating apps and you're just trying to find a hookup, or the case may be, go ahead on Tinder, but understand, like, some people are trying to find love on apps like that, or Hinge, or Bumble, Hilly, or Ubo. And what we're really going into the deeps of it today is trying to say, like, lust is probably the biggest sins that we all deal with, not just for like women or men. It's the same sin to like masturbating, like, are you masturbating every day? Are you letting it take control of you, and if you're not letting it take control of you, that's good. But if that's the issue. It's more of, okay, like, it's the encounters with hookups or just sex. Then you know what you gotta do. You gotta take a pause. You really have to just stay away from it for a minute. Build a good habit of realizing how bad this could be, and just taking a step from it. Because as a lot of people are going more constantly with sex every day, or constantly with other people every day, you're gonna get to the point where it's just gonna be normal to you, but it's not really normal. It's abnormal. So what today is really talking about is, it's cool what you're doing. It's cool if you're trying to keep going with the lust, or it's cool, case may be, whatever you're doing. But understand, like, you don't deserve a reward everything. You don't deserve a result. You don't deserve something at the end of every situation. Sometimes you're not gonna get the results you want. You're gonna get a lesson. You're gonna get something that you need more than a reward. Oh, I did good grades. I deserve to get cake. Oh, I did good grades. I deserve this and that. No, but you should still reward yourself from the hard work. For each semester in school or high school you just graduated, the case may be, or you just graduated college. So today is really coming at you with like, it's really like, make sure you understand, like, hold on, let me get to my chapter. Let me get back to it. Like I'm gonna read it again. He said, You know what wine and liquor tastes like. It makes no difference what's 100,000 bottles pass through bladder and no more filter. That's similar to drinking, but that's similar to also sex. Let's think about that. It's also similar to, let's say you're masturbating every day. Like, it don't make no difference. Like masturbating and sex, it don't make no difference. They're the same thing. It relies straight to lust. Like, it is healthy to be comfortable with people, and you could release all that things you're going through, and the case may be. But if you're not understanding what you're doing, you're not understanding how it could be like it's meaningless. If you don't realize like what you're doing sometimes is meaningless, or you don't realize what's going on, you clearly not paying attention clearly about yourself. So I want you to do today about this is, I want you to look at not just from just the lust or certain things. Look at anything else. What are you doing every day that you think you're working hard enough, but it could be meaningless, and it's not really having a benefit in your life? What are the things that you're doing that you can improve? Like, if your organization's trash, make it to bed every day, man. Clean up your room every day. Look, just small steps. 5 to 10 minutes. Make a timer. Clean up your bed. Right when you wake up, make up your bed. When you get up, clean your dresser. Oh, I gotta wipe down some things. Wipe down some things, man. Same thing how you take care of your hygiene. Like, you gotta know what's important and what's not. Stop trying to focus on the cons anymore. Stop getting on your phone right when you wake up. No, that could really mess up your body. That could really mess up your brain, your eyes, everything. Take a minute to get up, chill for a little bit. Get some vitamin D. Wake up, look at the sun, then look at your phone later. So today, I know I was everywhere what I'm trying to say, but what I'm trying to say is not just because it's just lust, but everything else. Those sedative sins that are related to whatever you're doing. All those common things in your life. Remove those bad habits and understand, if it's really meaningless, just like fine wine, that it might be time to change yourself for certain things. It might be time, okay, I got to figure out about this, and I got to figure out how I can improve myself, So what I want you to understand today is more of, you got to know, even though you say, I don't know, write them down. What habits do you do? The good and the bad. What do you do constantly throughout a week? Write them down and figure out what's really meaningful in your life and what is not. And figure out how can you change these habits. Write these bad and good, and then remove them, or figure out how ways to have them less of your doing. So at the end of this today, this is really about the luster, but I wanted to apply it to everything in your life. Whatever habits that are meaningless in your life, just like fine wine, remove them from your life. And whatever is not, and you're improving, have some more good habits, man. Work on looking at things that your parents wouldn't, your parents, if your parents still alive or not, the case would be, wouldn't like you to do. If your family told you multiple times, this is wrong, then why are you doing it? It's common sense morally, but understanding like what's right, what's wrong. Stop acting like you don't know clearly. So today was an interesting chapter. I didn't expect we're gonna go into the meaningless, but I just wanted to get into a simple today. But tomorrow expect another one on Christmas Day. But I hope everyone have a wonderful Christmas. If you're out in the flights, or you're chilling with your family, or you're not there yet, and you're leaving today, I hope you have a great time with your family. And I see you and be you. Hasta luego, amigos, or hasta mañana.